of Godaway Sports.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you live to North Olmsted High School, and we're going to do a little bit of something unusual. We're going to try to do something that others can't, and that is host a track meet, broadcast a track meet, as we're here at North Olmsted High School. A great opportunity here. It's just a little dual meet of about maybe 2 or so hours, as this is the North Olmsted Eagles playing host, well, technically hosting this meet against the Bay Village Rockets. Good evening, everybody. My name is Noah Ricks here. You are watching Godaway Sports, and we are alongside my cameraman, Donald Van Horn. So, we got a lot of action-packed running for you today, and unfortunately, it's just too far for us to get that long jump out there. Maybe we could try zooming in every now and then, but we don't necessarily have to. We'll try to do things as we come along, as this is definitely going to be a huge experiment. Something we're going to take a bit of a risk here on Godaway Sports, because we got a semi-pro team in just 3 months, so we can just do it all. We're going to have a way. We got a way. That is the mantra. We got to feed the gator as well. So I'm pretty sure Donald is definitely enjoying this mantra here. But first call is for the 4x800 meter relay. So the 4x800 meter relay will feature girls and boys of North Olmsted. We'll try to give you as many correct names and pronunciations as we go along. We are kind of a little bit limited on our rosters here today, but definitely going to make something worthwhile. And probably more than likely, I'm going to be talking for 2 hours nonstop because of how quickly these events go along here on Godaway Sports. Maybe a little bit of silence just to maybe catch your breath a little bit. But nevertheless, 4x800 meter relay. So for those of you who aren't too familiar with the 4x800 meter relay, that is including my cameraman, Donald Van Horn, it is you get one team of 4. You run pretty much 2 laps individually around this whole track. That is 800 meters, a half mile. So, and after you're done with your 800 meters, you're going to hand your stick off to the next person in charge, and that will pretty much go into the fourth person. So that was your second call for Bori's 4x800 meter relay, as this is a bit more of a laid-back meet here, and we don't have like the pressure of a huge invitational per se. If North Olmsted had like a huge invitational with a lot of schools here from the area, or like a huge county meet, like I was in Trumbull County, so Trumbull County, they had a huge county meet of all the 21 schools that came out there every year. But here in Cuyahoga County, it looks like we don't have this as often. I've been out here to Cuyahoga County for a district meet, a few district meets out in Cuyahoga Heights, district meet out in Independence. So I kind of understand the scene a little bit, but we are in like the deeper heart of Cuyahoga County and on the west side, as everyone's still waiting to check in. And you see a lot of people there just pretty much warming up themselves down there on the track. And the long jump is going on over there, as we just mentioned. We also have shot put and discus over there to your right, if we can get a bit of a zoom in. So yeah, that is your long jump pit. That is your field events going on out there here today. Here is dual meet. We also have a high jump over there behind the goalpost. The little pad, the high jump going on right now. So definitely you're feeling a nice day. A nice day. 60 degrees, over 60 degrees at least. So what a way just for these two schools to just enjoy some socialization, because that is like the number one aspect here in a track meet. Pretty much a lot of like hanging out, a lot of like just socialization, just pretty much bonding. It's one thing. It's like you think track is an individual sport, but track is all about the team bonding. Now, track people individually can try for PRs and try to go for their best times, but you got to have a pretty solid, strong track unit. You got to have a track team that really sticks together when the time goes thin, when the time goes tough. And especially, I have a little bit of a story. My senior year, believe it or not, including myself, we only had 9 kids, and I was the only senior on that track team. So, just having the heart, just having the leadership skills, you think on paper, it's just like, oh, it's just an individual just pretty much running for themselves. But overall, you got to have the leadership skills to lead a solid unit, especially in those big invitationals, because you're trying to just pretty much not embarrass yourself and pretty much just trying not to get the least points possible. So we're not going to be counting as many points here today, because for invitationals, that's meant for that, and especially further down the line when you go to districts and when you go to regionals and when you go to the state track meet down at Ohio State at Jesse Owens, the big one of them all. It's pretty much like Ohio's version of the Olympics, if you think about it that way. Because, track and field is the number one sport in the Olympics. It kind of feels like Olympic Coliseum out there when you go down to that state track meet down in Columbus, which is like the beginning of June, right after these kids get out of school. And another thing here about track is you always find a way to get yourself conditioned for fall sports like football, fall sports like volleyball. And there they off. There goes the 4x800 meter, and we are underway with the running events here at North Olmsted. And it looks like Bay Village has a really long pace ahead. You could definitely tell that distance. North Olmsted just trying hard to keep track here. And this is your 4x800 meter relay. The girls of Andy Allen, Olivia D'Alessandro, Grace Pinto, and Iman Salti are on the official list for this 4x800 meter relay. But definitely, as we are halfway through this first lap, Bay Village has an insurmountable lead, but it looks like North Olmsted trying to catch up themselves. An Eagle trying to catch up to the Rocket. And metaphorically, an Eagle and a Rocket. Rocket's definitely going to outblast. But here we go. Lap 1 down for the Bay Rocket. And just trying to finish it strong. Keep in mind, we still have 3 more runners after this for each team. Definitely well conditioned. It's all about that just distance, the endurance. And definitely getting more of a stride, picking up her stride, as she is about ready to pass that 200 meter mark. You can definitely tell everyone out there at the end of the 100 meter line at the start for North Olmsted getting ready. The second girls in command. And keep in mind, we also have a boys 4x800 meter relay after this. And the distance is just getting even further and further for Bay Village. It's interesting to see. We don't have a score bug. That you don't need a score bug here for track and field. And there they go. So the second girl in command for Bay Village is off and running. And now here comes North Olmsted. Maybe this next girl in command can try to keep up with the Bay Rocket. So it looks like nice camera shots here by our cameraman Donald. And we also have some good solid advice from our good friend Matt Marr, who has broadcast track meets collegiately. And here comes a bit of a slower stride here. You can definitely tell. It's like individually, you just gotta just pretty much keep your endurance, keep your flow going. North Olmsted just trying hard to keep up. And it looks like they are starting to catch up a little bit around the bend. Yes, she is. So, you think Bay Village has it in command, but when the next person goes, it could be a totally different race. How about that endurance from North Olmsted? Not far now. As we pass the first lap for the Bay Rocket. And the North Olmsted girl who is catching up passes her first lap. So we don't have necessarily heats here in this 4x800 meter relay. So this is just one race going on. And yes, North Olmsted closing in, sealing in on the gap. And here comes the straightaway now. She could definitely do it. As she picks up her stride. The North Olmsted Eagle. Trying to pass her before this second relay comes to a close. Two more runners after this one. Here in the 4x800 meter relay. So 3,200 meters overall for every team. That's 2 miles for those of you who are unaware, and 8 laps in total. There she goes. She is speeding up, and she is off and away. North Olmsted has the lead as we are halfway through this 4x800 meter relay, and there they go. So it's a neck and neck now. As you can definitely tell, North Olmsted just really is laying it to Bay Village right now after a bit of a slow start. And Bay Village is catching up here. You can tell the high stakes going in these kind of events, in these kind of races, especially with distance runs like 800 meter relays, 1600 meters. So overall, we got good events on tap here today. We got 4x800 meter relay. We got the 100 meter hurdles. We got the 100 meter dash. We got the 4x200 meter relay. We got the 1600 meter run, which is about a mile and 4 laps. 4x100 meter relay. We got the 400 meter run, the 300 meter hurdles. We also got 200 meter run, 3,200 meter run, 4x400 meter run, as we are about halfway through this third relay. North Olmsted still has this good advantage. But Bay Village slowly catching up around the bend. So as we are nearing the end of this stretch, and hold on, looks like she is sealing in on that pace. And looks like they are overlapping the last place person for North Olmsted by about a lap or so. It's not all about this who can win. It's all about if you could just finish this race. And Bay Village is trying to close it in. Losing their stamina a little bit. And Bay Village trying to turn on the acceleration. And it's a foot race right now. And she takes the lead, Bay Village. And here comes the fourth and final run. So we are in the home stretch here. Bay Village just trying to hold on and trying to get this victory. These kind of races will get you ready for districts and regionals. This is all just, you can say, warm-ups. It's no pressure, not as much pressure. But obviously, you got runners out there competing, wanting to win the race. And just trying to keep our leaders in shot here. This could be anyone's race here, as we are going down to about maybe the final 500 meters. Can she keep up? The most important thing here for North Olmsted is not losing your runner that is ahead. And here we go, final lap. Starting to lose the distance a little bit, but Bay Village still far out in front. And Bay Village, it's getting farther and farther away, and it's not over just yet. We have 300 meters to go. You got to keep in mind your old stories, your old fables about the tortoise and the hare. But she's getting an even more farther stretch. 200 more meters. As long as she keeps up her speed and agility, she is going to win this race. But North Olmsted trying to get one final burst for this final 100 meters. Well, it looks like Bay Village heading down the straightaway, and they will take this 4x800 meter relay. So Bay Village gets an edge over North Olmsted right now as the second place finisher is heading home. And that will do it for this 4x800 meter relay for those two teams. But we do have one more runner out there for North Olmsted. I'd say maybe about a lap and a half or so left for her to go. So we'll try to cheer her on. It's all about just trying to finish the race strong. And after this, we got the boys 4x800 meter relay. On what is a beautiful day, a beautiful mid-April day out here in Northeast Ohio. Couldn't have asked for better track weather. And there she goes. We got one more lap for this runner. 4 by 800 meter relay. And we also have on deck the girls 100 meter hurdles and the boys on hold 110 meter hurdles. And she's coming around the bend just trying to finish this final lap. So it looks like our cameraman Donald is getting the hang of it, as this is an experiment for him just as much as it is me. Just trying to broadcast our first track meet with as little interruptions. Just trying to do the best we can. That's all we can do here on Godaway Sports, as the 4 by 800 meter relay for the girls is officially complete. So, up next, it's the boys 4 by 800 meter relay. As you're watching this exclusive event here on Godaway Sports. What a beautiful day once again. And we see our athletic director down there from North Olmsted, Brett Cook. We like to give him a huge shout out. Thank you for giving us more opportunities here this spring here at North Olmsted High School. And just giving us the ability to get our feet wet here in track. Because we see all the people at the Olympics do it. We want to get our foot in the door there as well. And hopefully next season on Godaway Sports we have more, per se, underground sports to cover. We'll try to get hockey. We'll try to get basketball. Obviously, basketball's not an underground sport, but we will have soccer again. We will have volleyball again. Maybe bowling if we're lucky. So it looks like we have 5 schools, actually 5 teams, 2 for North Olmsted and 3 for Bay Village. So Bay Village is lined down and packed away as North Olmsted has their 2 runners. Oh, picking up that easy speed. He is just going off and away. Bay Village just trying to foot it in. But North Olmsted, they have their runner with the nice, solid agility. And once again, we apologize. We don't have necessarily, per se, rosters. It's kind of hard. It's kind of harder to track down a track roster than it is, per se, a football roster. But here we go. We are 1 lap down. I'd say officially, as everyone else is crossing this plane. But it looks like North Olmsted is well out in front. Both of their teams are out in front. Everyone for Bay Village, maybe at least just trying to get some momentum going on their side. Is running out in the open range here on the track. And that's what I like about like huge track meets, like smaller track meets out here at North Olmsted. It's more laid back. You don't have as many people here as, per se, invitational. But here we go. This is the second runner for North Olmsted. He also has some nice nimble feet. passing 100 meters easily. And the second team for North Olmsted, far away, but still they have the lead for their school, the lead for their team overall. This whole track team. But once again, we do have this North Olmsted runner outrunning them by, I would say, 150 meters. That is Bay Village I'm talking about as well. But coming around the bend for Bay Village, and here comes the first lap done for the leader of North Olmsted. And I would say about maybe 90 meters out in front of between the second place runner for North Olmsted and the one leading Bay Village, but technically in third overall. And this is what we have to do at these track meets, just trying to be as creative with the broadcasting as possible, being creative with the play-by-play. Looks like the second place runner for North Olmsted is catching in on the leader. One still outpacing Bay Village by about maybe 80 to 90 meters. Looks like North Olmsted still has the lead as the teammates are closing in on one another. And here we go. Third runners for both teams of the Eagles. It's neck and neck. It's a foot race right now. And Bay Village far away by 100 meters. What a fun race we have between one school, technically two teams for that one school. Can the Bay Village person catch up? He has a lot of ground to catch up, a lot of ground to track down. And after this event, we do have the hurdles coming up. As we are one lap down with these third and commands. It's been a fun one here. North Olmsted just dominating Bay Village on the boys' side. The girls for Bay Village won their respective relay, but North Olmsted having the last lap on the boys' side. And he has, I would say, 250 more meters to go, the leader for the Eagles. Just the concentration he has. You can't look back. You can't turn your head back because you're going to slow down. That will cause way and pave way for the runners to catch up to you. It's just keeping your eyes. It's like driving, keeping your eyes on the road. You can look back every now and then to merge, but one final runner here for North Olmsted, who is in the leaderboard. The leading team for North Olmsted, I would say. And the second place runner for North Olmsted is behind by about 100 meters. As right now you are seeing it's 5:02 out here. We are about a half hour into this track meet. It's all about running events here. We'll try to peek in, take a little sneak peek a little bit at the long jump pit, at the shot put discus, at the high jump that is right behind the goalpost to our right. And here we go. One final lap for the leader. And this isn't even the longest relay. We got a 4x1600 meter relay. Everyone has to run 4 miles. Excuse me, 1 mile. Did I say 4x1600? I meant. My apologies. This is the longest one here for North Olmsted. I thought there was a 1600 meter. But we will have a 1600 meter run, and we will have a 3200 meter run. That will be the longest. Tied with the 4x800. I was going to say, I don't necessarily recall a 4x1600 meter relay. But we do have a 4x400 meter. We do have a 4x2, and we do have a 4x1. And it looks like North Olmsted going to just take this home easily. Nice dominating performance, but Bay Village on the other end tracking down the second place runner. But let's get this leader first, who will finish this race by about 100 meters separated between the second place runner. And here comes Bay Village in the lead on the other end. After about, I would say, 2,400 meters of just being behind, they really started to catch up. And Bay Village, their first place team, will come in second. How about a quick turnaround here for Bay Village? Oh, look at him just trying to finish this race. And we got one more runner here for Bay Village. A nice little dual track meet between two CWC schools on the west side of Cleveland. And that's a wrap. So, North Olmsted dominates Bay Village, at least their first place team. So we got the girls 100 meter hurdles coming up. We got the boys 110 meter hurdles coming up. And the action is just more to come here on Godaway Sports. We have a lot more running events on tap. And Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports alongside my cameraman, Donald Van Horn, on what is going to be a nice little early evening meet. The sun is still well high in the sky as the girls getting ready for their 100 meter hurdles. That's the boys doing the 100 meter hurdles. So see down there, it's a little bit of a distance away, but you still see the visibility. It's a bit more of a straightaway down for just the 100 meter hurdles. If we can get you a clearer view of this, and apologies for the drop camera. But here is your 100 meter hurdles for North Olmsted. They are getting marked. You see the official there to your right, getting his gun up. It's set. And the gun is off. The blank. And there they go. It is North Olmsted trying to track down and take home one for the taking. seeing a good pace here. North Olmsted well far out in front. And North Olmsted wins. Bay Village in second. And North Olmsted third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Bay Village.
Final call, boys, 110 hurdles.
So that was a very quick one compared to that 4x800 meter relay, isn't that, Donald? So here comes the 110 meter hurdles for the North Olmsted team and Bay Village.
If you can help move the hurdles, please help.
That is, if you can help move the hurdles, please help. They had to adjust the hurdles because the hurdles are higher for the boys. Just a train of thought. But that 100 meter hurdles was Tala Awad of North Olmsted. Also, Gabriela Ramos of the Eagles. You also have Brown of North Olmsted, an Eagle, and Ruffner, another Eagle. That is Adrina Ruffner. That was your 100 meter hurdles. We do have necessarily more of a girls roster on tap for these kind of events. So that was your 100 meter hurdles for North Olmsted. But here comes the boys is trying to get off their start blocks. Start blocks can really come in handy. That is going to give you the good boost. They have to adjust. They have to put them in different areas as well. Looks like the 110 meter hurdles are more spread out. I do remember this from my days of running track. The girls had it a little bit closer. It looks like just the volunteers and some track runners had to help adjust. And we had to adjust the heights as well. And you don't want a double hurdle. You don't want a double hurdle. It takes a village to get this up and running. Technically here in North Olmsted, in this nice little community of about 30,000. Obviously not as many of these people here today, but still, I would say at least 300. That's just my best guesstimate. But we also have to get some hurdles from certain lanes out as well. We got 6 lanes in total here for this 110 meter hurdle. And definitely, train of thought. You gotta jump over the hurdle. You don't want to knock it over. I knocked over some hurdles in my heyday. Wasn't pretty. But that was more in junior high until my high school track coach put me more on just straight running down. 200 meter, 100 meter. Those were my events, my running events. In my number 1 event, the long jump, out there to our right of the main view. Let's see if they're ready. And looks like they're getting ready. Gentlemen, take your marks. Still patiently awaiting this start of the race. Set! And they're off. So only 4 runners here in this little race. And Bay Village really has that agility. Maybe we can get a stopwatch going. We can definitely tell the leader. And it looks like Bay Village winning that one handily. It looks like we have another heat of the 110-meter hurdles. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to get a stopwatch up and running. And just definitely tell the first place runner after we start with the blanks and after they cross the finish line. So we just got to be a little creative here. And it looks like we have another heat here between North Olmsted and Bay Village. Looks like they're getting ready to get ready and take their marks. The wind is starting to pick up here a little bit, so the wind is going to their backs, so a little bit, also swinging a little bit off to their left and right. It's all about the angle here of the wind. Can they really use the wind to their advantage? Take your marks. As they are getting ready to get down the block. Once again, you gotta get their feet set, their hands set. Set! And they're off. This could be, it is a slower heat, so let's see who crosses this finish line first. It won't be the accurate time, but we will have a time for you to report. As North Olmsted taking advantage. And 19.21 seconds is the leader here for North Olmsted. That is our got-away count. We don't have the official mark, but it is the closest estimate. It looks like up next is the 100-meter dash.
4x200. If you can help move the hurdles, please do so. Thank you.
As the 100-meter dash will be in that same vicinity. And it looks like everyone has to get all the hurdles off. It's a lot of hurdles to take off. Everyone has to be on deck. All hands on deck here. Looks like we are coming along very handily. We are about 45 minutes into this meet. And we already have 2 events down. Keep in mind, 4x800 is tied with the longest running event of the day, so that will take longer. And the 3,200 meter will be just as long. Looks like more than likely, if I'm correct, that will be your nightcap of the running events. So longest starts first, longest ends last. We'll get our stopwatches ready while they're taking the hurdles off. And hopefully those of you who are watching Got-Away Sports are having just as much fun as I am. I know track is not necessarily the most popular sport per se, but still an underground sport where a lot of people tune in and appreciate. So we got to thank you, the fan, for tuning in for this a runner, maybe casual, maybe who focuses on fitness and just wants to watch a track meet just to see how these young athletes do. As the hurdles are officially off and we are getting ready for, let's say, 2 or 3 heats of the girls 100-meter dash, because they got quite a few for the girls 100-meter dash, and it looks like I am seeing a familiar name here in this 100-meter dash. So Amaya Capps, who is the leader, young sophomore on the basketball team. We covered the basketball team, the girls basketball team, for about maybe 2 games. So we are familiar with Amaya Capps in that lineup here in the 100-meter dash. And Maya Capps will also run the 4x100-meter relay and the 4x200-meter relay. So here they go. Looks like your first heat is coming up for North Olmsted. Ladies, take your marks. Here it is, a nice, beautiful facility opened up 8 years ago in 2018. Set. And they're off. The gun sounds, and here they go. Neck and neck here. Looks like North Olmsted has the advantage, but can she catch up? And no, she can't, as she crosses the finish line with a time of 12.65 seconds. So we got another heat going for North Olmsted. That was your fast heat. It just goes down the line. It's a trickle-down effect. You got to get your fastest heats out first and then your slower heats out second. And third and last, however many heats there are out there for the girls. But yes, we have. I'm counting. I'm saying this is about 3 heats here overall for the girls. Trying to get their watches ready. Ladies, get ready. Ladies, take your mark. Waiting the signal from the official. Get set. And they're off. Let's see, this is the second to last meet here for North Olmsted. Looks like North Olmsted going to win this one. But can she catch up? Not in the nick of time. 14.46 seconds. So, if I am correct, we do have one more heat of girls. So this is your final heat. Watches, are you ready? It looks like they are officially ready to go as we are getting ready to take their marks. As they get on their blocks. Get set. Third and final heat here for the girls of North Olmsted. And it looks like it's all Eagles. I don't see anyone out there for Bay Village. It's just the final heat. And the first place finisher will cross with a time of 14 seconds exactly.
Final call, boys, 100
And
meters.
final call for boys for
Second
100
call,
meters.
Girls 4 by 200.
And after
Third
that, we got
call,
the girls 4
boys
by
4 by
200 meter.
200.
As for both boys and girls, watches ready. Seeing a nice furnished track. It's this facility well maintained with the turf football field and nice little rubber track. It's not that hard considering. Keep in mind, I was on a harder track surface my first track meet, both my freshman and sophomore year. I fell and biffed both times. So the surface of the track does play a factor too. So obviously, I finished the race both times, even if it did hurt. Just gotta do what you have to do. That's a little fun story as we go into this 100-meter dash for the boys. And keep in mind, that was also during the 100-meter dash myself, both my freshman and sophomore year, as the first heat is getting ready to take their marks. Get set. The blank is off. And here they go. It's hard to tell who will come in first, but it looks like Bay Village will take it with a time of 11.35 seconds. So we got another heat coming for the 100-meter dash. Looks like we also have 3 heats here as well. Sun getting a little bit lower, but it's still high in the sky. As we are 6 minutes before 5:30 on this spring day with the sun staying out longer, and it's getting closer to summer. Gonna have a lot of fun this summer here on Godaway Sports. Nothing's official yet, but we're trying to get some teams lined up on our network. Let's take it one step at a time, but it looks like we are going to have a fun summer regardless. And it looks like we also have some events given to us for the discus. And they're getting ready. So we'll go off of that as we go along. Weren't expecting that, but we appreciate the gesture. We appreciate them giving us the times, or excuse me, the distance, because it is a field event. Get set. And second heat underway. Can they just do the job? How about a huge stride? Well, far back. Crosses the finish line at 12.16 seconds. And here comes your third and final heat for the boys. It looks like same as the girls, the final heat will feature runners from North Olmsted, all runners from North Olmsted. And after this event, we will try to read off our list, our distance of the meter, of the discus, as well as the shot put as well. We also have shot put. So Third and final heat. Get ready to take their marks. It's set. Gun sounds, and here come all of the boys from North Olmsted. All the runners. Pushing it down. Crossing the finish line at 12.2 seconds is the leader for North Olmsted. So, let's see what we can do.
Final call.
As this is the final call.
4x200.
Girls 4x200, and looks like
Second
Alexandra
call, boys,
Bumnu
4x200.
of Bay Village
First call, girls, 1600.
had 22-1 for the shot put, 22-6, and a 22-6. Looks like we're going to count it off. First place is Riley Mitchell of Bay Village with 33 feet and 11 and a half inches on her best attempt. And second place is Bay Village's Chloe Pyros. Her best attempt was 38 feet and 4 inches. And third place, Bay Village, Layla Ghaffari. Layla Ghaffari. In third place, 29 feet exactly. That was your shot put for the girls. I'll try to keep this up and running. So it looks like Egan of Bay Village won the discus on the boys' side with his best attempt of 131.3. And Zipfo of Bay Village was in second place with 125.6 feet. Third place, Bay Village, once again, Wyman coming in with 104.6. And another Bay Village, McCready, 101.2 feet in fourth place. So Bay Village is really dominating the field events right now. That is a little bit of an update out here. As best is yet to come here on Gataway. Once again, we thank you for watching this track meet here on Gataway Sports. It's actually coming along as I expected. You know, the main concern for us was just trying to get a good, solid camera angle. And Donald just back in time for this race. Got a quick water. We all need water, so can't blame him at the very least. So here comes your 4x200 meter relay. So one girl's going to go 200 meters all the way down there to the second half. And then the second runner will come down here, give it to the third runner, who will go all the way back down to the fourth runner at the other end. If that makes sense. It's all about corners. So that is your first and final quarter. Well, actually, first and third corner, and that is your second and fourth corner. For those of you who are unaware with 4x200 meter relays, did give you a description of 4x800 meter relays, but this is going to be a much faster race. Only 2 laps for the whole team, and overall, 2 full laps of 800 meters. You got to do the math. 4x200 is 800. So it's all about just focusing on the runners. And you see all the runners down there. They have like different distances of the starting line because of the bend. So this is your 4x200 meter relay coming up. But yes, Bay Village, as mentioned, they dominated on the boys' side with the discus. All of the top 4 coming from the Rockets, and all of the top 3 of the girls' shot put coming from the Rockets as well. That's just a little update there on your field events going on our far end. It's all just fair and square. That's why they are starting at separate starting lines. And it looks like, are they actually running a girls 4x200 meter? Because I am seeing, yes, they are. That's what I thought. So is it just overall, they're just having it all together? I'm seeing some boys and girls out there. Looks like there's only, maybe Bay Village doesn't have a 4x200 meter relay team on the girls. I feel like that's why they're running it all together. I mean, you gotta do what you have to do. Because there's 2 boys out there for North Olmsted as the starting men, and 1 boy out there for Bay Village, and just 1 girl out there for North Olmsted, just running all by her lonesome in this pack. But just trying to run with the boys. Just gotta go strong for these 200 meters. And get set. And we are off in this 4x200 meter relay. 2 boys for Bay Village, 2 boys for North Olmsted, and 1 girl for North Olmsted. She is having a good pace, but they are starting to catch up. But here comes your first leader of North Olmsted, handing it off on that second corner. A much faster event, a much faster race. And here we go. Going around the corners. Third runner for both North Olmsted and Bay Village. Oh, Bay Village is really tracking him down. And Bay Village takes the lead here. 300 more meters to go. And they say go and stick. That is the call here in track. It's go, stick. Get a head start and receive the stick from your teammate. And it looks like we are heading in straight away. Bay Village will have this victory. And he finishes across the finish line. And North Olmsted tracking him down. But he will finish in second. Bay Village in third. And North Olmsted in fourth. And the 1 girls team, not too far behind. She will finish. So if I'm correct, that will do it for the 4x200 meter. There could be another race going on.
Final call, girls 1600.
So here comes your 1600 meter relay.
1600.
So this is going to be a mile run. This is going to be 4 full laps around the track. because you got to keep in mind every lap around the track is 400 meters, which is about a quarter of a mile. If you do all that times 4, 1,600 meters equals a mile. So this is everyone running here for North Olmsted. Olivia D'Alessandro in that mix for North Olmsted, as well as Grace Pinto. Grace Pinto in that mix. And our lineup was officially, we had Nia Mather, as well as Elia King. Elia King and Nia Mather and Grace Pinto and Olivia D'Alessandro were the ones on the lineup sheet for this 1,600 meter run. And we got a lot of girls out here for Bay Village. 10 girls out there compared to just 2 for North Olmsted. So let's see, North Olmsted, the odds are stacked against them. Can they finish the race in first? Can they have a first place finisher? I believe they can. As we are about an hour into this broadcast, we thank you once again for watching this track meet of about maybe just 2 hours, give or take. And we are underway with this 1,600 meter run. You just got to keep on track of the leader, which is the girl out there on the far right for Bay Village. And it looks like the girl out there on the far left for Bay Village has got an edge. It's more like a little bit of a pack run. Just keeping on track, keeping on the eye. So she is crossing the bend here. About 300 meters down, 1,300 more to go. And this is now a relay, so all these girls will just won this race up 4 laps. And first lap is done for the leader. 3 more laps to go for her. This looks like a girl for North Olmsted is in 6th place right now, so she's at least in the middle of the pack. But getting some more separation is your leader. Birds chirping. Some clouds in the sky, but we also got a bit of a breeze as well, so not too humid. She's crossing the bend. You got about 900 meters left. As we are just about ready to end lap 2. Here she goes. She will finish lap 2 halfway through. She's not too worried yet. It's all about, how you get your cardio in. You run on the treadmill for about the good stretch, and then once you get to the home stretch, that's when you really start to pick it up. I especially love my times on the treadmill. Cardio is my number one form of workout to go to. It's very underrated. It's, of course, you got to have some strength, but cardio, it's really just having that energy. It's a lot of high energy. You have a nice solid frame, a nice fit frame that's trying to stay in shape. How about this? 500 meters to go in Bay Village. Has this edge. That girl from North Olmsted on the other side is in that pack of about maybe 6th place, hopefully just trying to keep it at 6th place. And one more lap to go for the leader. Does she just finish strong? It's Bay Village. Have the momentum regardless, but individually just try to finish the race with a victory. And after this, we got the boys 1,600 meter run. And after that, we got 4x100 meter and 400 meter. We got the 300 meter hurdles, 800 meter run, and 3,200 meter run. We got the 4x400 meter run. So I could be wrong. Maybe the 4x4 will be last. But first things first, get through this 1,600 meter run. See, this girl's still running hard out there. Definitely getting a little tired, but gotta have your stamina. And here comes your first place finisher. And she will finish. So,
Boys,
Bay
high
Village
jumpers, please report. Boys,
ends
high
this
jumpers,
event
please report.
victorious. And the boys will be coming up. We're just gonna finish like this final lap for all the girls that are behind. Bay Village will have 2 more runners cross the finish line. And we still have about maybe 300 more meters to go before this race comes to a close. And here comes North Olmsted. This is their first place finisher. Finishing about maybe just under 7 minutes. We also have the official clock keeper down there. 7:03, 7:05. So just over 7 minutes of running a mile. Oh, how about this? Just ending the race, the final 100 meters, not finishing last. 7:25. Not bad. 7.5 minutes of running 1,600 meters. One more coming in. And it's a good work. 7:46.
Final call, boys.
And here comes the final call for the boys' 1,600 meter run.
4x100.
And our roster right now, it's just only girls.
Boys, 4x100.
We didn't get like the official boys roster. But I kind of like what we're doing right now here at this track meet. It's just you can't be afraid to take risks. You can't be afraid to just really take a charge at it. I feel like Donald is really getting the hang of this camera work. Not necessarily the hardest job to do in the world, but definitely got to keep your eye on concentration. Just focus on your key shots and getting leaders. What a nice day for those of you. Unfortunately, our Guardians fell short. Our Cleveland Guardians fell short to the Houston Astros today by a final score of 2-0. That was led by a Jordan Alvarez 2-run homer for the Houston Astros. So kind of a disappointing defeat for the Guardians, trying to get back at it, just trying to win the series. All right, on your mark. Are they ready? Go. And there they off. How about this? A nice, solid group. Bay Village has a lot of runners. I'm counting about 9 out there right now for Bay Village. So the boys of North Olmsted in the lead. We got about 6 more events after this one. That includes the 4x100 meter, the 400 meter, 300 meter hurdles, the 800 meter run, the 3200 meter run, which is tied with the longest, and the 4x400 meter relay for both boys and girls. Here comes your first place finisher, or first place leader, I would say. It only took about a minute 15 for that first lap. Obviously, they'll go a lot faster in a 400 meter run, which is just 1 lap. Well, obviously, in these distance events, you gotta just keep your pace. We're about maybe a minute 50 seconds into this run as Bay Village gets out in front. You may think they're behind, but they, with a nice executed stride, a nice physical endurance, they can really come back and really knock you down off your toes. So here comes the end of lap number 2 for the leader now. Around the same time. That first lap was a minute 14 for North Olmsted leader, and lap 2 was about a minute 15 for everyone. Give or take, it's an estimate. As we are in lap 3.
That's crazy.
And we are in 3 minutes. That is the official clock keeper down there for North Olmsted. Officially counting 3 minutes, and hopefully I don't get a summer. Maybe I should have brought sunscreen, but obviously the sun's still going down. Hopefully in about maybe an hour or so, or a couple hours. Here comes lap 3 is about ready to come to a close. Final 100 meters of this lap. It's now 450 meters left for the leader. 3:44, 3:45. So we are about maybe 2 seconds off on our stopwatch. So we are just going to count on this clock keeper down there because he has the bread and butter. 4th and final lap. How about this? Starting to get away by North Olmsted, saying, no, I want this race. Keeping down there. One more lap to go. That is the encouragement out there. As Bay Village getting closer and closer. Not over just yet. .447 was the last place runner, but here he comes down the stretch in first place, runner from Bay Village. Here he comes. 4:56 is the official time for Bay Village. 4:57 is the second place runner. 5:07, 5:08. 5:13. This is fun, just paying attention to the guy with the stopwatch. Okay, there they go. Down the pack, we do have a runner out there around the 200-meter line. 5:38. 5:40. 5:43. I like counting these times. 5:53. So the last place runner, not too bad. He'll finish just over 6 minutes. 6:04, and here comes the last place runner. 6:13. So that entire race took 6 minutes and 13 seconds. We still got one more runner, actually. I didn't even notice there. He is around the 200-meter line. Donald didn't even see him either. So our cameraman got fooled. I got fooled. Everyone got fooled. Fun time out here.
It's like how in baseball you make it out and you forget how many outs there are.
It's like you make it out and forget how many outs there are. That's Donald's like mantra here. They are cheering him on as he's finishing. 7:12 is the last place runner here for North Olmsted. Jeffrey down there finishes. He is winded, he is gassed out, but he finished. That is all that counts.
First home, girls, 400.
This is going to be fun. 4x100-meter relay. So, we are going to use all four corners here. One girl will run around the bend, give it off to the girl over there on the other side of the bend, and the other girl will just go down the straightaway and give it off to the girl of that corner. She'll run around the bend and give it to the last person in command, who will run down the straightaway. I know all these 4x whatever meter events can get you a little confused. But that is the rule here of track. That is the way they run it. So this is the girls' 4x100 meter. And we will run just the running events. We will broadcast just the running events. I believe all the field events are done here on the far end. So it's just running events from here on out. This is the first of 6 more events to go. Here in this dual track meet between Bay Village and North Olmsted. I believe they're getting ready to take their marks. How about me? I've been kind of talking nonstop for about an hour and a half now, so but nevertheless, we are going to come into the home stretch here. 400-meter won't take that long. 300-meter hurdles won't take long either. 800-meter run won't take long. And then you got the 3,200-meter run, which is probably going to be the longest of these 6 events. And the 4x400 meter, which is going to be 1,600 meters total in length for every team out there on the track. And that is both the girls and boys. Not ready just yet.
All athletes down on.
They all want the athletes down on the infield. On your mark. Once again, final time, down on the infield. Those of you who are watching. And they're off. Here they go. North Olmsted far out in front. It's fun calling these track meets. Here comes 100 meters down. 300 more to go. Sprinting for dear life. Getting an edge. Go stick. First place leader well far out in command. Well leading. Comes the stick there. Final 100 meters. Easy one. Taken by North Olmsted. That's like 52.1 seconds. Is counted for your first place runner. How about this girl for Bay Village? Running hard, running fast, turning on the jets. Finishes in second place. Fun one, fun event, and some sportsmanship. That was a fun event, little event. Now here come the boys. As we are exactly at the 6 o'clock hour. Sun's still out, but it looks like it's starting to set here a little bit.
Final call, boys, 4x100.
Final call, boys, 4x100.
Second call, girls, 400.
Second call, girls, 400. So 400 is next.
Boys, 400.
400 meter dash is next. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like we also have 200 meter dash as well. So that could be like that one of 7 events. Here left is 4x100 meter relay. I'm not seeing 200 meter dash out here on my roster, but more than likely we will have it. So staying on top, and holy Toledo, we have a huge group. Just trying to sort it out. Do we have 2 heats? Oh, they're just sending them down to their respective positions, so they're not necessarily in position. Oh, this is interesting. So by the time this comes to a close, it will probably be about maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock, give or take. Getting ready to take their blocks. Just some little warm-up starts. It's not every time you are able to come out and broadcast the track meet, but as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, we're trying to do what others can't. That is broadcast a track meet professionally. I would say we're doing a heck of a job of that right now.
Or you will be scratched. All long jumpers, report now, or you will be scratched. Thank you.
And that was a final warning for the long jumpers. Go out there. Final call to go out there, or they will be scratched. That means being just disqualified from the event. Not sure they're 100% ready. There's a white flag over there on our left corner. That is not a surrender flag. That is just the ready flag. Gentlemen, they're going to take their marks. 3 teams for North Olmsted, 1 for Bay Village. Set. And they're off. Maybe it was a little half second behind on starting that stopwatch. But we are underway in this 4x100 meter relay, the boys side. Running down hard, and you can get a bit of a zoom out there. And it's North Olmsted well out in front. Definitely focusing on this leader right now. And Bay Village is tracking him down. Here comes the final runner. But Bay Village is heading down, speeding past, and taking one, stealing one from North Olmsted. My clock reads 46.8 seconds. How about that? That's what track's all about. It just takes one different runner to really turn around a race.
Final call, girls 400.
Added that to the highlight reel, but necessarily Bay Village,
400.
not necessarily a got-away school, but hopefully we'll have them in the future. But yes, that is definitely highlight reel worthy. Definitely highlight reel worthy indeed. So it looks like coming up next is we got the 400 meter dash between 2 girls from Bay Village and 2 girls from North Olmsted. So we're in the home stretch now, guys. Just bear with me. Hopefully down the line, once we get more schools and more teams, we can maybe just get in, maybe even, here's an idea, maybe get 5K runs on our network. Looks like we have more results coming momentarily for the field events, but I could be wrong. Not sure they're all ready. All right. Take your marks. Getting ready for this 400-meter dash. Set. And they're off. 400-meter dash is underway. So Bay Village, first place leader, having a good advantage. It's just Bay Village far out in front right now. Both of their runners are taking this lead over North Olmsted. It's just one lap around the track. 200 meters down, 200 more to go. About 38 seconds in. That is why you have a stopwatch in handy. Heading down the home stretch and down the straightaway. Here she goes. As we are approaching a minute. Crosses the finish line with a minute 4.78 seconds. So that concludes our girls 400-meter ride. And we will have our boys 400-meter run. Coming up.
Final call, boys. 400.
This is the final call as well for the boys 400.
300 hurdles.
And after that, we have the 300-meter hurdles that will start down there at that corner. They will just go the 300 meters. It's about maybe 3/4 of a lap. Think about it. You just count out that stretch. Don't include that stretch. Our very first stretch. All 400 runners, they have to get ready. Boys 400, they had to officially get on the track here. Looks like who's going to have the fastest runners out here for North Olmsted. Or we may have the two heats. I don't know what's going on. We have 5 runners out there for Bay Village. We have 2 runners out there for North Olmsted. Okay. Looks like they're at their respective starting lines. And ready to go. The white flag is up. He waves it. And everyone getting ready. Just trying to readjust their blocks. And this is a race the wind has picked up again. Just a tad bit now. Your lanes. On your marks. Patiently waiting. Some guys in the standing up stance. Some guys down, crouched, bent. Their knees bent. Set. And they're off. 400-meter dash. This is the boys. Coming down and about ready to pass the first 100 meters. All 5 guys for Bay Village ahead of North Olmsted. But we got one guy for North Olmsted, an Eagle, getting over one rocket. Fun stuff right here. Now he goes to second as we approach 100 meters left. And he is going down the versus speed. All ahead. Takes advantage. And he will easily come from behind and take this 400-meter dash at 57.05 seconds. Stay in your lane is the official mark. The official call. There's your last place runner here for Bay Village. So, and that is a highlight reel for the Godaway School. Coming from behind and taking the race. Looks like we got another race too. We got one more 400-meter race. Looks like they are getting 2 heats in. We just got to play it by ear. Play it along as we come. 6:14 right now. As after this event, we got 4 more. 100-meter hurdles, the 800-meter run, the 3,200-meter run, which will take about maybe, my guess is 15 to 30 minutes. Because you got to do both girls and boys. And then nightcap 4x400. And we will get some more baseball and softball games as well here at North Olmsted. We will have some more availability coming up on our end, so we will have more time to do baseball and softball. And hopefully do the remaining games of at least the regular season. We're not 100% sure on a tournament game. We don't even know if they are hosting a tournament game because it's still early in the season. But this is one more race between just runners and North Olmsted. Nobody's ready yet. All right, and now they are ready. All right, Mark. Set. And they're off. Here they go. This is your final race of 400 meter. So it's a little bit of a closer race, but one guy out there for North Olmsted has the nice first momentum. 200 meters in. Compare this if I had to talk at an invitational, that would be about 4 or 5 hours. So this is definitely on the lucky side of a track meet. Here he comes. People closing in, but he's going to finish this race with the victory. Crossing at a minute 2. 1:02.27. That does it for the 400 meters. And up next, the 300-meter hurdles. And it will have to, they do have to readjust the hurdles. So, this is yet to come here on Godaway Sports. I will take a short break here, but so they can set up these hurdles. But we'll keep it on screen.
If you can help the hurdles, please do so. Please
Actually,
help get the hurdles out. Thank you.
this will be our intermission. So I'm just going to send it to our halftime reel, our regular halftime reel, and we will give them time to set up for the hurdles. So don't go anywhere.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we...
And we're back here as we are about ready to start the 300-meter hurdles here on Godaway Sports. We are in the home stretch of this dual meet between the North Olmsted Eagles and the Bay Village Rockets. So, runners up and ready as they are getting ready to take their marks. It's set. They're just running a quarter of a lap. And here we go. North Olmsted in front. The hurdles are evenly spread out. Interesting setup here, and we always have this setup for the 300-meter hurdles regardless. Times have changed, but the fundamentals of track haven't. Here she comes, down the home stretch, pushing it down. And here she comes. Last hurdle. And she finishes. So a very quick 300-meter race, as we got one more runner coming down for Bay Village. Jumps the hurdle and crosses the finish line. So here they go. We got another heat of the girls here for both North Olmsted and Bay Village. Now the sun going behind the clouds, so that helps us out a little bit. Obviously, no rain coming in the forecast. That is what we love to hear. That is the best part about spring sports, trying to get as many baseball and softball games as possible because there will be rainouts in the future. So we just have to keep our eye on the ball for more cancellations down the line. So here we go. The second heat is ready to go. They're going to take their marks. It's set and underway with the second heat. As we hear a car honk in the background, looks like some people making some early exits, just trying to beat traffic, maybe get home in time for dinner. Maybe their runners are done with their events, just trying to get home for dinner. Can't blame them in the slightest. Also, get ready for a lot of homework because finals are coming up, if I'm not mistaken, here in North Olmsted and Bay Village as well. And the final 100 meters, Bay Village taking the stretch, but she has to be stopped by the hurdle. Can she jump over this last hurdle still in the lead? Yes, she can. And she will finish handedly. And that concludes, after these last two runners, our 300-meter hurdles for the girls. A lot of action-packed intensity. A lot of fun here in this two-school dual meet. You got the energy of an invitational out here right now. You got the energy of like maybe a district track meet or a regional track meet. Well, maybe I can't go that far, but at least very close to it. Here they are. It is the boys' 300-meter hurdles. 800-meter run. We got 3,200-meter run. I believe 200-meter run. 4x4.
First all boys, 800 meters.
Looks like the 800 meters coming up next. I'm not so sure why I'm not seeing 200 meters on the roster. Oh yes, yes, I do see it down there. So it was more at around the bottom of the sheet. So yes, we will have a 200-meter dash eventually. So that is after the 800-meter run. So my apologies for not seeing the 200-meter dash down there in the bottom left corner. So yes, we will have 800-meter run, 200-meter dash, 3,200-meter run, and 4x4. It is 6:27 right now, as we are about just a little under 2 hours in to these running events. Let's say give or take, we end about maybe 7:15 or so. That's 100% sure. We good to go is the official question. And they are getting ready to take their marks. I believe this is Donald's first track meet ever, if I'm not mistaken. They're on their blocks. Up and ready to go. Set. Off. So I believe this is just one heat. As Bay Village. Oh, he turned on the agility. Just really nimble quickness. He jumps over it with ease. He makes it look effortless. Not missing a beat. Not missing a beat as he is down the straightaway. Easy one here in this 300-meter hurdles. Finishes at 42.06. And here they come, finishing it. Well out. And done. So we are taking the hurdles off. That concludes our 300-meter hurdles. So we got 4 more total events here tonight.
800 meters.
So 800 meters.
Second call, boys, 800 meters.
And the second call, boys,
First call,
800 meters.
girls, 200 meters.
And we will have a 200-meter dash as that is the first call for the girls.
Off the track. Please help. Thank you.
Everyone needs to have hands on deck to get these hurdles off. Because we got an 800-meter run. A huge, solid pack here. Bay Village. 13 girls out there for Bay Village. And we got more stats here. Coming in second place is Egan with his shot put on the boys for Bay Village. With his best attempt, of 42 feet. Ready to go. Well, we will give you the results of that as this 800-meter run is going. Everyone's getting ready to take their pack. I'm only seeing about maybe 2 girls out there from North Olmsted because, so you're seeing about maybe 15 girls out there, only 2 for North Olmsted, 13 for Bay Village. Are they ready? Two for North Olmsted, 13 for Bay Village. And they're off. So we only have 2 laps. But they're going to be 2 crucial ones. Well out. That is a long distance, a long pace for that leader of Bay Village. These final 4 events should go on very quickly. 3,200 meter will be the longest. So you had to run 8 laps. That is 2 miles. It takes a special kind of person to do that 3,200 meter run. We are down the straightaway of lap number 1 in North Olmsted. They have a girl in third. 3 out of 15. Short-handed, but that doesn't phase her. All knocked down. About a minute 16 in lap number 1 for the leader. Hopefully she ends this race strong, but you never know. North Olmsted, they're down second. Bay Village quickly catching up, trying to take second themselves. You gotta love it. Here on Galloway. Down the home stretch, down the bend, down the curve. He's in the innermost lane here as we are down to the final 100 meters. Probably one final go around. And Bay Village will win this race. Time of 2 minutes 36.15 seconds. So officially 2 minutes 36.15 seconds. So we will give you more results of this shot put as others coming in down the line. So we have 2 Eagans out there for Bay Village in this shot put. That was A Egan in second place, and B Egan of Bay Village finishing at 42 and a half seconds. I mean, no, I keep getting it mixed up with the races. It's 43.10 feet. She comes finishing it down the stretch. It's like we got the runners just trying to finish it strong. Our roster here for Bay Village. So Braden Egan is your first place finisher with 43.10 in his distance. We also got Zipfel, Danny Zipfel, a senior, in third with 40.11. We also got Ethan McCready, a sophomore, finishing at 38.1 in fourth. And the Egan in second place. Andrew Egan. They're actually twin brothers, Braden and Andrew, as they are both juniors. But Andrew finishing with 42 in his best attempt. Looks like Braden Egan also winning the discus with 131.3. Danny Zipfel in second place with 125.6. And third place is Henry Wyman, a senior for Bay Village, at 104.6. And Ethan McCready finishing in fourth at 101.2. All right, on your mark. So not many field events won by North Olmsted. And off they are. All North Olmsted runners here in this 800-meter run. And as mentioned, all Bay Village people winning. In the girls' shot put, Riley Mitchell, Chloe Pyros, and Layla Ghaffari. And let's try to see if the best attempt is for North Olmsted. Could be wrong. Maybe trying to track it down, if anything. Looks like we got 94.8. We also got Cody Jack at 99.3 for North Olmsted. I remember Cody Jack from football. Also, how about Jimmy W. officially on the roster, but nevertheless still on the team, 99.5. Trying to do my best to just maybe count these rosters, and here they go. Here they go. Final lap of this 800-meter run. Halfway through this second and final lap. Getting lost into these fuel events. But still, we do have running events to finish. Looks like the long jump pit over there is closed, so all field events are done for the evening officially. Here they go. Final home stretch. Final straightaway. Can he catch up? Can he catch up? No. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Maybe just off by a second, maybe a half second. But that was so close. Too close but no cigar. This will conclude our 800-meter run after one more runner running 100 meters. Just trying to cheer him on. Let's finish this race strong as we have the 200-meter dash coming up. This is where it gets the most exciting. Because after your 200-meter dash, it's the 3,200-meter and the 4x4.
Final call.
So that was your final call for the girls. And that is your girls' 200-meter dash. In that mix, 200-meter dash, Elizabeth Falcone,
Down on the infield, please.
Rosano,
Down on the infield.
North Olmsted, El Rosano, Bilski, Juliana Sharp. Juliana Sharp also played basketball, so another familiar face here on Godaway Sports. We got DeCaro, Ortiz Hernandez, Sterling, in that mix, Ismail, Ramen, another one in the mix, Gladfelter, also in that mix, and Dayam, she's a sophomore. Just reading off the list here of this 200-meter dash. Those are just your runners for North Olmsted in that mix. So, 3 more events to go. This is the first of them. Also got a long 3,200-meter dash run. I keep saying dash, but 3,200-meter run ahead of us. This 200-meter dash should not take super long. Only about maybe 30 seconds per heat. 30 to maybe 40 seconds on the high end, give or take. Down on the infield, please, is your call from the PA. Make sure everyone's staying far out and away. Set. Gun sounds. 200-meter dash here. How about this? Getting a nice long burst of agility and speed, but Bay Village is starting to catch up. Can she turn on the Jets? I don't think she's going to do it. She's going to finish strong. crosses the finish line, 27.33 seconds. First place leader for North Olmsted. Looks like coming up, we got another heat of the 200-meter dash. On the girls' side. There's going to be a lot of talking for the upcoming event, 3,200 meter, considering how long it is. Really about maybe 15 minutes on the high end. Keep in mind, you got to do both girls and boys. So that could really last, like, that whole event could last like a half hour. And then we got the nightcap, the 4x4, which should not take as long. So watches are they ready? Watch is ready. Runners up. Down on the infield. And now they're getting ready to take their blocks. And here comes the second heat. This is the second and final heat of the girls. As the boys are getting ready to do their action. Looks like it's all North Olmsted out there, so we've been talking about that a lot tonight. A lot of runners just for North Olmsted. Can she push it? They are really evenly paced. Crossing the finish line at 29.71 seconds. Too close to call, but I believe the girl on the right side was the leader. Final call for boys 200-meter dash. Second call for your girls 3,200 meter, and first call boys 3,200 meter. That is how we're going to do these calls here. So we got the boys 200-meter dash, about maybe 2 or 3 heats here. Going on for well over 2 hours now. Definitely feel it. Everyone's getting tired out there, but most important rule, finish. That's why they call it a finish line. I would say this is a pretty successful first track meet. What'd you say? It's like runners getting ready to take their block. We had a plan, we had a vision.
Down on the infield, please.
We wanted to focus strictly on running events. And just we had a good idea because everyone from North Olmsted being generous enough to give us the results of the field events, the shot put and discus, at least. Runners are ready. On your mark. Set. The gun sounds. Here they go. He's just going head down. You definitely tell he's like a running back, maybe a wide receiver. Maybe that's the better scenario, better comparison. But running back's good too. But Bay Village got a full head of steam. Oh! Too close to call. 23.35 seconds. think North Olmsted just had the slight edge. Just had maybe a half foot in front of them. Yeah, he got the edge. You feel like it's kind of similar to NASCAR. Like it's too close to call on the final lap. But here we go. The second heat is getting ready. But the only difference is you're driving a car that's on wheels and going about maybe 200 miles an hour. These guys from North Olmsted going well slower than that. I mean, not to their fault. It's just the human physics. Compare that, the human physics of track and field, to the mechanical physics of a race car. But that's probably your best scenario comparing those two sports together. This is your second heat here. Getting ready to go. I'm not sure what our longest stream here is. I believe it's about maybe 3 hours or so because of a football game that ended at 9:30. And we started at 6:30 for football for the pregame show and all that. Hopefully, this upcoming season on Godaway will get you a lot more football games than last. We had 3 at North Olmsted, 1 at Berkshire. So we had 4 football games last season. We're trying to go a full 10-week schedule. Best is yet to come here on Godaway Sports as the runners are set on their blocks. Down on the infield one more time. They've been calling it all night.
Please.
Set. And they're off. Bay Village is really laying it down on them. North Olmsted got a head start, but Bay Village has the speed. He's going to finish easily at 24.13 seconds. So we got one more heat.
Girls, 3,200
We got one more heat here for the boys 200 meter dash. And then the best of the best, the 3,200 meter run, 8 full laps around the track in 2 miles.
First call.
As mentioned, it takes a special kind of person to do it. What a fun track meet. The fact that I've been talking nonstop for almost 2.5 hours now, it's kind of a testament to what we have here at Godaway. The perseverance just to go through a grueling long meet. I feel like we're the lucky ones, considering we don't have an invitational that lasts about maybe 4 or 5 hours.
For our first time, too.
This is our first time, too. This gets your chops ready for those kind of invitationals, hopefully next spring. And on their marks. Set. Final heat underway. 2 runners for Bay Village. But you never know what could happen because Bay Village, they're just sneaky down the bend. They're just sneaky down the bend. North Olmsted just has the slight edge, but I believe Bay Village is closing in on it and taking the lead. How about this? Did he finish? It's Bay Village finishing in first with 25.2 seconds. was a nice heat, even though it was the last one. That was probably the best heat. It was very close all throughout. Not too many runners spread out. I believe that was the best heat of this 200 meter. But now, final two events here in this dual meet tonight. 6:53 p.m. right now. You have to run overall 4 miles, 2 miles for the girls and 2 miles for the boys. 3,200 runners. They have to get ready and out on the track. Let's see who's in this mix here. I'm not seeing anyone on the 3,200 line for North Olmsted. Could be girls and boys. You might be right. Because I don't see North Olmsted on the roster or the girls, so could be Bay Village. They have to get their runners in. Maybe there's just not that many girls or that many boys. Who knows? Well, you never know. It could be the boys just getting ready for their run individually. We'll find out once they get here. Yes, the sun is getting lower and lower. I think I see boys out there and girls. See, Donald is saying there's both girls and boys.
I think it's both girls and boys.
Okay, so I did not know that. I thought it was just going to be boys and girls. But I ain't complaining. We are going to get out here sooner. Looks like we only have like one girl runner out here for Bay Village. That's probably the main reason why she's in there. So it's probably just going to be both boys and girls in one go.
That's what I was.
Because yet, it wouldn't make sense either other way. So this is what our best guess is. Like I said, I ain't complaining. That means we get out of here sooner. On your marks. Off we go. 8 laps to determine a winner. Tie for your longest event of the night. But technically, it is your longest because it all depends on stamina. You have more stamina for an 800-meter run in a 4x8 compared to a 3,200-meter run when you're running, I would say, 4 times that. Oh, how about this? A girl here for Bay Village got out in front, but no. The boy retook the lead. She's staying in there in the pack, running with the boys. So your second to final event here of the night. I don't even know how long we are going here. Yes, we are going 2 minutes 27 minutes. 2 hours 27 minutes. Exactly. On the stream. I don't think it's going to be the longest stream, but close to it as we are 1 lap down, 7 more to go. Here comes a wider cushion here for Bay Village. A special kind of person that just takes the willingness to run 8 laps around the track. Keep in mind, running around the track, it's not as easy as it seems. From my sight, if you're looking up here from the press box, you think, oh, you can run in a jiffy. But once you're down there on the actual surface and see everything in front of you, it gets a lot harder than you can imagine. But still, that's why these runners are out here, because they want to take that risk. Running 8 laps. He is well far out in the lead as he finishes lap number 2. 6 more to go for him. Two laps down, 6 more to go. She is still going with the boys. She's in second place. Girl out there for Bay Village, but still far out. Looks like a North Olmsted boy. Past the Bay Village girl. And this is a runner. These are the kind of runners you see in districts. These are the kind of runners you see in regionals. Maybe even state. This is lap number 3 for him. It's like every day in track practice, you have to run about maybe 6 or 8 laps. So I was on the lower end. I had to run 6 laps a day. So, but the really good runners have to run about 8, maybe even 10. I'd say maybe 8. 3 laps down for the leader. 5 more to go. Can you believe that? A girl over there for North Olmsted behind us takes the second place. Still focusing on this leader who has got a wide cushion of about maybe 110 meters. Here at lap number 3, he's actually going to overlap someone. These are the kind of kids you see. Huge invitationals, and he officially overlaps him. Hopefully it's not too severe. Hopefully he doesn't get 2 laps behind him, but 100 meters left here in lap number 3. Lap number 4. Yes, lap number 4. This is lap number 4. So he is halfway through. Four more to go. Five more to go for the last place runner. But first place leader is 1,600 meters down. Actually, make that 1,700 now. We are about almost 6 minutes in to this 3,200 meter run. You have the official down there around the end of the 100 meter line, holding up the card. How many more laps you have left? Not even close. Not even close. Almost maybe about 170 meters ahead of the girl in second. And she's outrunning those boys out there for both North Olmsted and Bay Village. Give her a lot of props. She's got the distance. She's got the endurance. She's got the perseverance. Lap 5 down. She's got 3 more to go. Lap 6. Well on his way. And now I believe he's about 200 meters ahead of the second place runner, which is the lone girl out there for Bay Village. Fun times. 3 more laps to go for her. And now they're cheering them on. He's just focused on his vision. Getting caught up in the art of track. He's got 4 more laps to go, the last place runner. Oh. He is lap halfway around this track. He's a pro at this. He's got 2 more laps. Lap number 7. He's going to win this one by, I wouldn't say a mile, but maybe a quarter mile. If he's still tracking her down. And it looks like he may overlap them as well. And here comes the second overlap between the leader and the last place runner. Impressive stuff by this young man. So still 200 meters behind first and second place. How about those runners out there that are crossing the finish line? They got 2 more laps themselves, and here he comes. This is a young man that he makes track not just his hobby. He makes track his passion. He makes running his passion. He is a runner. He is a well-certified runner. 1 more lap for him. Final lap. As he is 7 down. 9.5 minutes in. So, looks like he's got 3 more laps, the last place runner. You don't want to get defeated. You don't want to feel defeated. It's all about just closing it down. Here she comes. 1 more lap for her. One more lap for them. And here comes your leader, winning handily. Here he comes. The well-certified runner. Finishing at 10:51. That was a pretty easy run for him. Can North Olmsted boy catch up to that Bay Village girl out there? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's Maya Gonzalez out there for Bay Village, who is your lone female runner. I believe she's going to finish, though, in second place. So here comes Maya Gonzalez. She will finish in second place with 11:40. 11:40 coming in at 11:42 is third place, and coming in at 11:46 is fourth place. We got fifth place going to overlap the last sixth place. We are 12 minutes in. finishes. I believe that's 2 more laps for him. So he has to finish. There's no doubt about that. How about Bay Village? They had their certified runner finishing at 10:50, and Maya Gonzalez, the lone female runner, she was the only runner out there for Bay Village. She outran those boys for both North Olmsted and Bay Village. She had the speed, she had the agility, and well, much faster. She had like about maybe a 30, 40, maybe even 50-meter gap. We just got to keep this guy's spirits up. He's 13 minutes in. He's got maybe about another lap and a half. Right now it's 7:09 as we just got to wait for him to finish before we go to our final event of the night. Can he just stay in the pace? Can he just stay in there? You got to work hard for your coach. You got to work hard for your team. Just refuse to quit. He's coming down 100 meters straight away. Cheering him on. One more lap to go. I'm hearing calls. Let's go, Allen. I believe Alan Gordon. That is Alan Gordon, a senior. He's got one more lap, 300 meters down to go. A little bit over 15 minutes, maybe. I would say maybe, probably 15 and a half minutes if we're kind of being honest here.
Any North Olmsted athletes, if you have a baton, please take it to the starting line. Any North Olmsted
We are going to need those
baton,
batons, that's for
take
sure.
it to the starting line. Thank you.
We are going to need those batons. Looks like the buses are getting ready to line up for Bay Village because we are in our final event of the night. Alan Gordon is going to finish. He will finish. He's about 15 minutes and 40 seconds in. Final 60 meters. Final 50 meters, final 40 meters. You count it. He stops at just under 16 minutes, so give him credit. Alan Gordon, 15 minutes, 58.16 seconds.
Second call, boys, 4x400.
So, here it comes, the nightcap, the 4x400 meter. What a fun time. Thank you for watching this broadcast here on Godaway Sports. It's been a long track meet of, I would say, 2 hours and 45 minutes right now. That's why you start these track meets early. Here we go. Are we running this together? I don't know. Looks like, yeah. Looks like they're trying to just get everybody up and out of here. Looks like we got maybe like, yeah, we're running it together. So, guess we have one girl out there for North Olmsted. I believe that is Andy Allen, Amon Soltia / Olivia D'Alessandro, Grace Pinto, and Tala Awad is your crew, the girls out there. I only have the girls roster for North Olmsted. But, final race of the night. Fun times. I keep saying fun times, but it has been a fun time. It's been a very successful first track meet. It's like, on hindsight, you think like we couldn't get this done, but we got it done because we got away. And we find a way. We got away and we find a way. We find a way. I got away. So is everyone ready? And all the track teammates are cheering on from the infield. Set. And they're off. I'm about a second off from starting the stopwatch. So here we go. 400 meters of this first crew. Yes, this first crew. This first in command. An awful lot of people left here. Had some early exits. Obviously, runners who are not running anymore, or field people who are not running anymore, have early exits. Probably try to get some homework done. Try to get some dinner in. Like I said, I can't blame them in the slightest. Oh, North Olmsted has the edge now. One down, 3 to go. I remember, like, one time during practice, we had a nice little competition of, oh, I could do this more than you. I could do this more than you. So we settled it with a 4x400 meter dash, and it was fun. I had to actually beat my next person, the person next to me that was in command. I was just being told before that race just to focus on running that whole track. It's going to be around the whole track. And I did it. I won. At least in that little stretch. I believe my whole team run too. My whole team won, and third in command is up and running. This is the part of the meet where everyone is pretty much gone. We got about maybe I would say 50 people left at best. How about this? It's North Olmsted and North Olmsted here on track. This is the third lap. Oh, got the straightaway now. How about this as we go into the fourth and final lap here tonight? Can they just keep track together? being around this camaraderie. It is a lot of fun. It's going to be a heck of a night to remember. In order for you to maybe get ready for some grueling meets in the upcoming weeks. And here comes the home stretch. Oh, it's anyone's race. It's anyone's race. It's friendly rivalry. I don't know who's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it 4 minutes and 2 seconds. One final lap for the female team, and looks like Bay Village is coming down strong. And just with that last burst of speed, he did it. And if I'm not mistaken, it's actually two female teams out here for Bay Village and North Olmsted. So the female team for Bay Village wins over North Olmsted, and North Olmsted, their female team is in the back, but looking to finish for these final 200 meters of the night. She comes down the bend. Ready to put this meet to a close. She comes. Coming down the home stretch. She finishes strong, and it's over. That will do it here. What a long meet, but we got it through. So, Godaway Sports, thanks you all for tuning in to our first inaugural track meet here in our first season. And we got more down the stretch. And we got baseball and softball coming your way in the upcoming weeks. The second half of the season for baseball. Donald is swinging his bat, getting ready to go. And hopefully our buddy Matt Marr will be out calling a few games on his end. He has a busy schedule, so if he can't make it, that's fine. But we are definitely thinking about you, buddy. Hopefully you can call some baseball games. We do have one schedule for Monday. That is softball for North Olmsted. They will play on their home field, just trying to get a victory under their belt. But that is our next broadcast here on Godaway Sports. As once again, they are playing host on their home field, trying to get a victory against Bay Village. We just can't get away from Bay Village, can we? But that concludes a wonderful, eventful track meet here tonight. And we thank you all for tuning in to this presentation of Godaway Sports. Godaway Sports, we got away. For myself, Noah Ricks, your play-by-play announcer, and Donald Van Horn, your cameraman, signing off.
Godaway Sports and CityView Sportscast thanks you for watching this presentation of high school athletics. For more coverage of your local teams, stay tuned to Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.